Hi, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The lesson for today is something that I truly believe that need to be talked about or explained in detail. What it is we're going to talk about today, or we're going to learn about preemptive striking, meaning that preemptive means to attack before the aggressor attack, and what are the reasons why, and how should one attack. So we know that a lot of times people, unfortunately, they wait for to be attacked in order to defend oneself. This is okay, but if you feel as though your life is in danger, then you must learn how to perform this preemptive strike attack. Because the reason why I would use or to use a preemptive strike attack, which some people will call, in street code, will call sucker punch, or something to this effect, especially if you're not the aggressor. Maybe because the aggressor have approached at you, or something to this effect, or you know that this individual was coming to hurt you, something like this, or he told you that next time he see you, this is what I'm gonna do to you. So in these cases, preemptive striking is okay. It's okay to act first, and because of this, we don't fall under the anger of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. We do not fall under the anger of the system itself, because we're not disobeying any type of codes or anything like that. They're dealing with self-defense. Because the reason why, because I truly believe that my life were in danger, and this is your foundation for this. That because I truly believe that my life was in danger, and this is the reason why I or anyone else should use the preemptive strike. Now you can't use preemptive strike because you are the aggressor, because you're stronger, you're bigger, you're more skillful, things like this. It won't hold up in the court of law. But in this case, preemptive striking attack is because I truly believe that my life was in danger. So I attacked my aggressor. And I attacked my aggressor because, as I said before, I truly believed, right, in my heart and my mind, right, and my psychological understanding is that this person was coming to hurt me. Okay, so did I go looking for this person? No, I did not. Okay, so this person came to me, altercation or some aggression that came from the individual. He had signs on him that he was going to probably attack me. So I didn't wait for him to attack me first because of his aggression, and I feared for my life. So, so I attacked the aggressor. Me personally, I would have attacked the aggressor, and this is what your case would be: to cause damage. Okay, in order to prevent further aggression, by an assailant or someone who's trying to attack you, or possibly trying to attack you. So this is what preemptive strike is. And I know we don't talk about this enough, but in some cases, in self-defense, we are allowed to strike first if we really feel, without a shadow of a doubt, that my life or your life or someone with your life was in danger of deadly harm, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so you are allowed to strike first. You don't have to wait for the aggressor to trump him upon you in this regard. So, okay. So that would be my reason for my preemptive strike. Okay? Because I truly believe that my life were in danger. So I attacked the aggressor to cause damage in order to prevent further aggression by an assailant. And then my duty after that is to escape. Okay? Or to remove myself from that situation because I stopped the would-be or possible threat. Okay, so like I said before, it's about belief. I truly believed. Okay, you always got to remember this. So it's really important that we understand about the preemptive striking. Now, the thing is this. That's why. That is the why. That is the big why. I would do it. I'm hoping this is why you would do it, because it is the law. Okay, it is the law that you are it is permissible for you to perform these actions on someone if you truly believe. Now, how about, for instance, give you an example. You walking up the street and some kind of way, you and this guy, or this guy bump you, or whatever the case may be. Altercation break out, you leave. He says, the next time I see you, this is what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna blow your brains out. I'm gonna cut your throat. Whatever the case may be, okay? Now, I don't know this guy from anywhere, or maybe I do. Maybe I know that this person is a violent person, that this person have hurted other people, and I have this knowledge, okay? I'm aware of this situation with this individual. So I don't engage. So, okay, I leave, he goes his way. So now, next day or whenever, it could be the same day, whenever, I go in the store, I'm going to the store, and then maybe 30 seconds later or a minute later, whatever the case may be, 5 minutes, the individual comes behind me. When I'm in the store, he comes to the door. Now, at this particular time, because of the threat, or because I feel as though that this individual is going to hurt me, I did not wait, because to me it seemed like he followed me. This will be in my mind because of his threat. I'm already, my stimulus, my reactionaries is kicking in, okay? It's kicking in. My blood is boiling. Everything is going on. I don't know what's going to happen. I fear for my life because the person is known to be a violent person or whatever the case may be. So what I do, without a fear, what that would be a fear factor, out of fear, I attack first. Okay, I attack first because I don't know if this person got a gun. I don't know if he had a knife. I don't know if he's coming to hurt me at that particular time. And it could have been just as simple as this individual just going to the store. He didn't even know I was in there. Just because what happened the day before and what he said, it put me on response. It put me on the response to be able to or want to engage because I feared for my life. And I wasn't going to get this person a chance to hurt me. In this case, okay, that's good, okay? Now, here it is that, the person, even if they come in the store or whatever the case with it, and they come in with their fist balled up, or it appeared to me they got something in their pocket or whatever the case may be, and they walking towards me, okay? They walking towards me, and, I'm not going to wait. As soon as that person get into my perimeter of reach, coming into my boundary set, into my range, I'm going to attack because I don't want nothing to happen to me. And because I said before, because of what he said and what his qualifications are, I'm not going to wait. So I'm striking first because I fear for my life. Okay, so that's what that is, okay? So that is my why. Okay, so now what you want to do is, now we want to talk about where, okay? Where would I strike, okay? Where would I strike? Because, you can attack, but here it is, your attack is weak. Like you're not strong enough, you're not big enough, the person is bigger than you, whatever the case may be, he's more experienced, whatever the case may be with violence. So you want to make sure that, when you do attack, and you use this preemptive strike attack, that you want to be like a lion on his prey. You want to be like a wolf on his prey. So now you have to switch your mentality from the calm to the vigilant. That you become the predator, and you become the person that's actually attacking out of fear. Okay. So now we know that like snakes or different animals and stuff, they're not thinking about you, but if you come in their perimeter, they're going to attack you only because they believe or they think that you was coming to harm them or to hurt the eggs or something like that. So in this case, when you do attack, you make sure your attack will stop the assaulter. That is, it'll stop him in his tracks. You don't want to just go ahead and smug him or something like that there, because now, because of his capability, you find yourself in a bad situation. Okay, so you want to make sure that when you jump on him, that you jumping on that individual, and when you attack and using this preemptive strike attacks or whatever, you want to make sure that you taking this person, to deep waters. You take them to deep waters like a shark take you way out there because you can't swim that deep. You want to take them there. You want to jump on them fast and never give them room to breathe. Okay, you don't want to give him room to breathe, because once you let up, and if you don't do your job, 9 out of 10, he's going to get you. So when you do this sneak attack, which is what it is, a preemptive attack is a sneaky attack, you want to make sure that you're causing some type of harm, to this individual to the point that you can escape. Okay, now if you fear for your life or whatever, he got a weapon, something like this here, then you want to make sure that you put the person down. This is the reality. You want to put them down. You want to stop them by all means necessary so that you can survive to live another day. Inshallah. Okay? So it's really important that you understand this. Now, where I'm going to strike is very important. Okay? When I do my preemptive striking or sneaky, whatever you want to call it, dirty fighting, at this time this called for, I'm making sure that when I jump on you, that I'm going to make sure that I'm hitting you or targeting the areas where I know for a fact it's going to cause damage. Okay, now, I'm just talking about getting into no brawl with you, nothing like that. I'm talking on a professional level. And a lot of times you do take training, or some people can just use this because it's a basic, simple understanding. Okay, what you want to do is, okay, when we're talking about main targets, we're not talking about the knee. We're not talking about the top of the head. We're not talking about fingers or elbows or legs or hips or something like this here. We're talking about vulnerable areas where that you have to strike. When you strike it, sometimes you might have to hit it more than one time in order to stop the person. But you want to make sure that you're on target, okay? That you're directing yourself, your target, your weapons, your tools, your arsenal at that weakest point, where is that you can stop the individual. And we know that one of the places where that this happened, where it was good to attack on the human anatomy, okay, would be one is the eyes. Okay, one of the eyes. And what I mean by that is, okay, now we can just, okay, the person approaching and I fear for my life and I just go on and hit him, bang, hit him in his eye. Okay, that may be good enough because the eye shot is good. For automatic, you can see stars, the person going to become a little delusional. They don't know what's going on with them and their perimeter and their view, all right, because he shut his lights out, okay? You don't have to continue. That's good enough. That may be sufficient. Okay, so a nice punch, or straight or overhand right, either straight left or overhand left. It doesn't really matter. Okay, you can come in here just grabbing, using your thumbs, grabbing around the head area, poking in that way until you feel safe. Okay, if you've got to poke them out, you poke them out because this is a dangerous individual. Okay, it depends on the individual and what you know about them or how much fear that you have when you were dying. Whether it was a weapon involved, whether it was just a open hand thing or a closed fist fight, street fight, whatever it is, you just want to make sure that, you're going in to stop the show. You're ending the program. That's the whole thing. It's a hand-off policy. So you want to make sure that when you go in, that you're going in on a sneak, okay? You're going in on the sneak, so the person approaching, you fear for your life, you reach in, grab, poke. Don't just poke, but ram. Even if you got to ram that person into something, and you just, keeping it real, you ain't going to be able to do that without a structure. So you want to make sure that you ram them somewhere against a wall, and you just dig in enough just to stop them and to get away. Because you don't want them to be able to grab a weapon, okay, and shoot you. So now, the thing is, or stab you. So the thing is, the eyes is a vulnerable spot. I call this the number one showstopper. All right. So put that in your arsenal. The nose is also, you can punch to the nose real fast, multiple times, whatever. You can open palm strike to the nose. You can elbow to the nose. All of these are stoppers, and they will cause pain, severe pain on impact, and also, takes out a person view, like they won't be able to see. It's a stopper. It's really a stopper. So groin area is another one. The groin area is, okay, we know it's down here on the man. So the thing is that on the man, there's things you can do. Like if you don't want to go down here because you're not in the clinch, first thing you can do is make sure that you gotta, when you attack, that you're attacking ferociously. First of all, that's what all of them, and that you kicking to that groin area, to that private part area, and we all know as men that is a very vulnerable, one of the most vulnerable places. If a person can take that, then 9 out of 10, it's nothing there from the get-go. Okay, so there it is. So you want to make sure that you kick with a forward kick, point in, boom, or over the instep of your foot, kicking up, so that you can hit the private part area real good. Okay, and that scrotum area. Automatically, majority of us as men, we're going to the ground. Okay, we're going to the ground, we're going to stop right there, or it's going to be enough time so we do like this here and the person get away. That's just the bottom line with that. The other one is a temple shot. Temple is right here. Okay, temple is on the side. Like a lot of times, like a lot of people neglect that, either on the preemptive striking. Okay, preemptive striking, they neglect that, but that is a knockout punch. Okay, it's a knockout punch if you hit it correctly and you use enough power, enough force, and know how to hit. Okay, all right. So when you use that one, a lot of times, some people they hit you here with the hair right there, hair. Some people can bring it as a hook, like a hook, boom, like this here, right to the temple shot. Okay, right to the temple shot here. Connecting right there, okay? And then necessarily you got to throw one. You can throw many as one. But that one right there, once that land here, you should be pretty okay. Hit that temple area, okay? Even if you don't hit the temple area, you're going to hit somewhere over there on that jawbone or something. And it's going to cause dizziness, faintness, stuff like this here. So it's real important that you know how and where to hit when you use the preemptive strike attacks. It's real important. So that temple is also a vulnerable area, okay? So now we're going to talk about the chin area. The chin area is right here. Okay, we know the chin is right here. A lot of times you can hit them with boom, like a left hook, boom, right? But I wouldn't use the left hook if I'm going on a sucker punch, right? So the thing is that a lot of times it's after the fact, but if you're using it for a preemptive strike, it's okay, but you want to make sure you lined up good. Okay, you lined up good because a lot of times you're going and lunging. And if you don't know how to actually throw the left hook, right, you don't know how to stop it and come back, a lot of times you might get caught. So you just want to make sure that you understand that, okay? So now we got the left hook, we got the straight, we got the right cross, the left cross, right? The left hook to the chin, right hook to the chin. Now, my favorite, okay, and let's also go for the nose as well, is a lot of times, some people, they sleep on the uppercut. Now, you can hit a person with an uppercut just by them standing there. You really can. Okay, it all depends on how you come in at it. Right? Now, if you throwing it from here, from a distance, no. But if that person step right here, you can just jump in. Okay, it's a way that you can position yourself. You can grab the shoulder of the clothes, boom, and hit the uppercut here. Right there, right? Knock that head straight up, push that bone straight to the top of that nose. And I know this to be a reality because I've been there and I've done that. And I'm not telling you nothing that I haven't experienced myself. Okay, so person, you grab in, right? Throw that uppercut, knock that nose back. That bone right here is going to come majority of the times out of there if you hit it the correct way. Okay, and that can either kill a person, knock them unconscious, put them in a coma. These things are good shots, okay? So now also, they also go for the chin. Chin, head, boom, right? Uppercut right here. Automatically, that's a knockout too. Also, a person can bite their tongue. Anything can happen, okay? So you want to be mindful that when you use these, that, things can go either way. Like, you may survive, but a person may die. So can you deal with that on your mind consciously every day, knowing that you hit a man and you thought you just was knocking them out, but actually they died. This is a reality. And sometimes we may use a solar plexus, okay? Solar plexus is sometimes because you gotta come down here, and I wouldn't use that really too much of a preemptive strike, okay? But I just put that there because it is a showstopper, okay? It is a showstopper. It all depends on your situation. Where you're positioning at or whatever the case may be. But if you hit that solar plexus real good. Now, the person sometimes, if wintertime they got on coats, don't recommend that. This is the reality. Now, if you summertime or spring, person got you, come up on you, and you hit right there because you know where to hit and you know how to hit. Okay? You got enough power, you will knock that wind straight out and feel like they're going to die. Okay? So you may not even have to go no further. All depends on your skill level. Okay? So I wouldn't recommend that for anyone that's really not martial arts inclined or combative inclined or whatever the case be. If you're just taking some simple self-defense classes, the solar plexus would be probably out of these categories the last one that I would teach you as I showed you. Okay, but the solar plexus is a major hitting place target to stop a show, stop any type of aggressor. So I'm hopefully that you benefited today. It's going to be real short today, alhamdulillah. But that is basically the information and the lessons that I have for you today. So remember, preemptive strike attacks, when you can use it, how you can use it, so forth like this here, why you can use it, okay? So it's real important that you understand this, because a lot of times we can't just wait for someone to attack us so that we can perform our, techniques or whatever the case may be, because you understand that things on the street happen fast, they real, and they violent. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that you don't want to be, shucking and jiving. You just want to make sure that you get to the point, and you want to knock his block off. And I'm just keeping it 100. Okay, I'm just keeping it 100. And in the street, it can go anywhere. You're not in the dojo. You got to remember this. We're not in the dojo or training hall where we have the people head to me stopping, continue, so forth like this here. We don't have that. What you have is actually a no-hold-bar fight out there. Okay, and if nobody come to help you, 9 out of 10, it's a do-or-die situation. All depends how far the person want to take it and how far you're going to go to stay alive. This is the reality. So I'm just showing you what preemptive strike is about when you're attacking someone. You make sure that when you deliver your first assault, when you deliver your first blow, that you make sure that you in it to win it. Like, you're not just trying to tap a person to get away. You're trying to stop the show. That's the whole thing. You want to knock them out. You want to, I'm being honest with you, you want to be violent as possible. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not saying to oppress nobody. I'm saying that you want to make sure that you go home alive that day. Okay, and we worry about everything after that, because it's real important that we understand this. That we have to go home. We want to go home. We need to go home. Okay, and we're not going to let nobody stop us from going home. Okay, so this is the understanding that you have to have when you're dealing with the street, understanding these levels of combat, because I don't know how many of you out there that really been out there, but the reality is, after you spank a dude, after you actually take him in deep waters to drown, and he survived, he pulling that gun out, okay? He's pulling that knife out. He's coming back to find you the next day. So before you get into altercations, you make sure that you prepared to deal with the consequences. That can be you dying, that can be you going to prison, that can be people coming, harassing you for the rest of your entire life. You're talking about court fines and fees. You're talking about all this. You're talking about bail. You're talking about lawyer fees. You're talking about possibly your family getting hurt. So this is the reality, okay? It's not a joke. Okay, no, it's not a joke. A lot of people take martial art classes, self-defense classes, but at the end of the day, is that when you're talking about dealing with no rules, you're talking about everything goes. You might have to go a certain level now. You may have to, it may not be about hand-to-hand no more, because once you did this here, the hand-to-hand combat, now the person coming with some type of weaponry, and now you got to make a decision whether you're going to fight or flight. Okay? You want to fight or flight. You just bought your new home, you ain't going nowhere. So the only thing you think about now is just going to go buying yourself some weapons and so forth like this here. Get yourself some weapons so you can defend yourself and your family. Just over a person looking at you, you wind up going to prison for the rest of your life or being buried. So you got to make sure that you also use your mental ability to be able to avoid conflict. This is also important, okay? It's also important because once that bullet or once that knife comes out and you hurt someone, that means you cannot take that back. Okay? So always think twice, is it really worth it? But if that person give you no choice, then you have to do what you have to do. It's very important that you understand that as well. Okay? All right. So that's it for today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Get with me. I'll be on here tomorrow again for another lesson. So inshallah ta'ala, please be patient with me. And inshallah ta'ala, we'll be back in the full flow. But give me some comments. You can hit me on my Gmail, forwardmujahid3@gmail.com. Send me some information. Anything that you want me to elaborate on, anything that you want me to teach, anything that you may have doubts about, anything that you feel those is needed on what I do, then throw me some information, and we'll go ahead and try to put that format together for you. And we'll go on here and try to see can we teach that for the people. All right? All right, we need you to be safe. Try to be calm as possible. I know that this COVID-19 thing is vicious. I know that being on lockdown is been a hardship on a lot of us. So inshallah, just try to stay strong and try to get through it, and hope and pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to lift this off us. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.